Welcome to I almost said someone else's show that I watch a lot. All right, let's try that again. Hello, tarot friends. Welcome to the stream of Ultraviolet Morgan Tarot. So, we're going to be doing big reads. I'm going to try to get through all 12 signs tonight, but I'm going to start off. I'm going to do each video as the each video will be the element. So I'm going to start with the earth signs. I'm not taking free reading requests. I'll be reading for your sign. So if you're an earth sign, this video will be earth signs. The next video will be earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The next video I'll do will be air signs. And then I will do water signs. And finally, I will do the fire signs. So, this is going to be a massive read for each of these signs. I'm going to try to cover as many areas of life as possible. I'm going to do some pretty big spreads. I'm going to be using the Dragon Tarot, the Fountain Tarot, the Haunted House Tarot, which I love, and also the Mythical Tarot, as well as several oracle decks. I'll be using the Carolyn Miz archetype cards. I'll be using Wisdom for Healing. I'll be using the Crystal Angels. I'll also be using the Angels of Abundance and the Mystic Martian cards. So yeah, lots of good fun goodies in here. So let's see. Before we get started, as I said, I will be doing a reading on this video for earth signs, which includes Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. I have set up a couple of ways for those who do wish to leave any kind of tip. So if you see in the description below or in the description of the channel, there's a link to an Amazon wish list with a handful of items. I was trying to set it up to do really small, like a candy bar or whatever, but that's like kind of hard to send through Amazon. So there's some like candy, a couple of decks, maybe some books. I don't know, just a few little things. And there's a link to my PayPal and also a buy me a coffee link. So any of those tips are never required, but obviously always appreciated. So in just a moment, we will be getting into it. This reading is, I'm doing this reading on September 15th, 2022. But this is a, forgot what they're called, timeless reading. So it's for whenever you find it. And as I said, we're going to start with Taurus. So I'm going to leave the earth sign and the Taurus somewhere. They can be visual, and we will get right into our first spread. All right. This is a reading for Taurus. This reading is good for whenever you find it. We have the Ace of Cups turning up as your first card. And we have the Knight of Wands. The Tower. The Empress. The Fool. I was hoping to do this with a boy was sleeping, but I think he is awoken. Come lay down. Come lay down on the bed. Careful. All right. The Hierophant. These are a lot of big cards for my Tauruses. 8 of Swords. 8 of Wands. The High Priestess. And finally, the 6 of Swords. Okay. So what I see going on right now for Taurus, Ace of Cups being crossed by the Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands. All right. The Ace of Cups is a card of blessings. Something really positive is going on right now in your life. Could be related to your love life. It could also be related to spirituality. And we have the Knight of Wands, which is very energetic. Something really quite exciting is coming towards you. Now, this exciting thing could be positive or negative. Definitely bringing some type of drama into your life. Maybe upsetting the water a little bit, stirring things up. This could be bad. This could be good. This could be, let's not judge it just yet. It looks like here in the position of hopes and dreams with the Tower that you're kind of looking for a little bit of a shakeup. You're looking for something new and fresh, and maybe you even don't mind a little bit of drama or something to kind of shake up the energy. It's been a little stale. So you're kind of hoping for something to just shake the tree and get some, fruit falling down. Now this could have something to do with your children or your mother, or something to do with family, something to do with even with gardening, with the earth. But I feel like it has to do with your connectedness, right? So your connections. This is an emotional connection. So if it has, like, if some people are very, really pour themselves into their gardening, into their yards, into their projects. So it's not your garden, your yard, or your project unless those are really feel like they're your baby. If they're really something you really pour your heart into, okay? So there's something that's been going on with that, or something that's maybe just been kind of ho-hum for a while. And we're looking for a little bit of a shakeup, a little bit. And we even have that, the recent activity with the Fool showing me that, there's been some kind of steps or thoughts about moving forward with a plan, something new, something maybe that seems a little crazy or seems some are uncharted territory, right? you've taken some steps, or you've at least made some inquiries or done some research or looked into, there's something that you've been thinking about in regards to making a move towards this thing that will really shake up the foundations. And as a Taurus, this is not your normal sort of comfort zone, but it feels like you're ready to step out of that a little bit right now. You're wanting a little bit more, right? You're not really satisfied with the status quo, so you're looking for more here. Into the near future, we have the Hierophant, which is telling me that, basically, you still got that Taurus energy saying, hey, all right, let's do things the right way. Let's do things according to plan, schedule, rules. Make sure we've got all the permits we need. That's all good. It's all well, good, fine. Maybe, for example, if you're starting a new business, especially I feel like if it's home-based or if it's got to do with something to do with nurturing or creating or mothering or something like that. Maybe you are working on your business plan in order to get some loans, some business loans, some funding, or perhaps you're hiring someone to set up a website. Perhaps you're reading some books to find out, what the legalities are, how to protect yourself, how to protect your company, your logo, your company name, etc. You're making sure that you're following the rules and getting down and doing things in the correct order is what I see. But now we have you here as the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling a little tangled up, I guess. You're feeling constrained. You're feeling like maybe having doubts. You have this sort of dream, something you want to move forward on, but you're having doubts about it. You're feeling like there's a part of your brain that's kind of like, who do you think you are trying to start a business, trying to move your family to a new state, trying to, uproot everything and kind of, go after something more than what you're used to, so a little bit of maybe imposter syndrome kind of creeping on you, kind of holding you back a little bit. It looks like things are moving very quickly. Either they're moving very quickly in your favor or they're moving very quickly past you if you're not acting upon them. So, they say, it's like you just need to get sort of in the line of fire, as long as you are putting it out there to the universe, it feels like the universe is ready to kind of take your dream and take off with it. Like, I feel like it's really behind you. It's really supporting this forward movement with this Eight of Wands. Okay. There may be others around you too, others who are interested in being involved, who want to help, who have good advice. Definitely make sure that you have qualified advice. Consult with professionals, lawyers, accountants, whatever type of people that you need to make sure that your back is covered or whatever. And then you have the High Priestess up here, which tells me also that you don't have, you have a lot of ideas maybe that aren't fully formed, but they're very big. You have really big ideas that you want to act on, and that's okay that you have sort of some fully or some ideas that are a little wilder or a little more I guess further out of your comfort zone, even still, into a realm that really feels very dreamy, very, controlled by the moon, very um, very, very big compared to where you are now. That you have some ideas that you feel like maybe you aren't really if you're making a business plan, you've kind of got some ideas in the back of your head that aren't really making it into the business plan because they feel like such a stretch to you that you're kind of like, okay, and that's okay. You're keeping it reined in, but you still have some ideas for growth later on, and that's really good actually. Probably write those down as well so you don't forget them later on. But write them in your own kind of secret business plan, your personal business plan. That's just for you. And with the outcome, we have the Six of Swords, so we have a really sort of smooth sailing into better opportunities. So that's really positive. I would like to grab an archetype. What archetype do we have for Taurus? The Trickster, the light of the Trickster. So, yes, I feel like with the Fool and everything, it's like you feel like whatever this is, it's like you're pulling a rabbit out of your hat. You feel, and you've got this imposter syndrome over here, right? So transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, transcending even while kind of working within that framework in a certain way, because I'm really getting a starting a business kind of vibe from this reading. There could be something else, but I'm kind of going to go with that for now. So transcending convention and stuffiness and predictable behavior. So it's like, maybe you're starting a business of a really, something really sort of like your business itself is really unconventional, but you're still following the rules of business itself, or you're not reinventing the wheel when it comes to how you do business. You're being very practical and grounded in that, and that's very good. But the business idea itself may seem a little out there, may seem a little crazy, but it's just something that you feel very passionate about, something that you really want to do. That's and it might make you feel a little bit like self-conscious or a little bit like it's impossible, but you know really getting the indication of really just go for it and try it. The shadow attribute of the trickster is talking about manipulating others through duplicity. So I would say really be careful to be very transparent, especially with your finances, and you really don't want to be um, uh, embodying the shadow aspect. You want to be really embodying the light attribute, and that sort of being that brave fool, taking the leap, to do this thing. And maybe it's not even, maybe it's a very maybe you want to open a hardware store. It's not anything crazy at all, but it's just something that's outside of the realm of your family. Your family history is, in our family we don't own businesses, kind of a belief. I feel like there is that belief, it's there's this mother belief of that's not what we do, that's not how we do things, this generational idea of who you are and who you want to be, and wanting to transcend that. And just look at that. That is the most beautiful Tower card. Just really wanting to transcend what you've been told kind of person you can be, right? So I'm popping out my love these cards. My mythical tarot. They're in a little case that's a little tricky to get out of. Okay. And we're just gonna get some extra information. It says we're live. It says there's voices. I cannot, or comments. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find. There's my live feed. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hey, shout out to Joan B, who says she's at work and she'll catch us on the playback. I just want to say hi. Louise, hi. Louisa Gomez, hi. Him and Nashu. Okay, I'm not doing the free readings this time. I'm doing right now I'm doing the Taurus, and I'm going to do the other earth signs. Yanjin, yeah, I don't know how to read that. Yajna, hi. And John Walker wants to know if I'm a part of the Illuminati. Well, if I said that I was, then I'd probably be lying, right? Because I don't think they brag about it. And if I said that I wasn't, I could be lying because it's a secret organization. So that just seems like kind of a silly question, honestly. All right. Back to Taurus. I'll let you decide for yourself whether or not you believe I'm part of the Illuminati. So for my Taurus who are maybe wanting to start a business, let's see about some further messages. Let's see, where can I put some cards down? I've got the King of Cups. Am I flipping these all? Is that how it goes? The Four of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. That's very interesting. Okay. King of Cups is really saying to me, again, this is an emotional sort of endeavor. This is something that you're attached to emotionally, that you're really putting your heart and your soul into. And the Four of Wands is a card of early success. Okay. So I see that you having some early success, getting the foundation down, getting people behind you to support your your dream, your goals, your plans. Um, I feel the feeling that I get is that you have sort of a lot of these doubts, but that you are projecting very well. You're doing a good job of sort of fake it till you make it, you know. You're projecting outward quite a bit of confidence, and or even if you're a little shaky, even if you're kind of like, I kind of always wanted to do this thing. What do you think? And then you're kind of surprised that people around you are like, yeah, that's a really good idea. We think you should, do that. Like maybe people are even taking it a little more seriously than you originally were, and it's encouraging you to think of it more seriously and to really move forward with it. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is interesting because the Seven of Pentacles represents work, right? So we have this in reverse. It's almost telling me that it's kind of coming really easily to you right now, or that it will in the very beginning. I feel like you are having early successes. Things are coming fairly easily. This thing that is so close to your heart, it's like it's not work, you know? Like, I mean, there's going to be a lot of aspects to it, especially if it is a business. It's going to require a lot of dedication and hours. There's going to be aspects that aren't as fun. There's parts that you'll have to do or pay someone else to do that, will be a little bit more. But the main sort of upstart of this, it feels like it's not really even work to you. You're still feeling pretty excited about it and everything. And now we have a second tower in reverse. This tower is in your hopes and dreams, right? Which seems kind of strange that you're hoping for a tower, but it means, that you're wanting this shakeup. This tower in reverse is kind of telling me a different story, that, some of the fears that you have are actually kind of unfounded, or kind of not panning out, or not coming into fruition. So but the insecurity, I feel like, maybe you have this fear that it's all just going to fall apart or whatever, but the tower in reverse is giving me the feeling that it's actually really working out really well, and perhaps you're learning about some things that you can put into place, that can prevent that, and especially insurances and things like that, um, as well as certain support from others, really giving you the support that you need in this. It's a really rather exciting reading for you, Tauruses. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Seven of Cups. You see lots of options, opportunities, availability, like just a lot of room for expansion. And then we have the Magician, right? So that's a very positive. It's about your will and being brought into fruition. So whatever this project is, this shakeup, it seems like it's got a lot of really good sort of strengths behind it. It's got a lot of, like the universe is backing this idea. So I don't know. So for some of you, you may have been just thinking about it and unsure whether or not to take those first steps, whether or not to act. And this would be sort of your confirmation to move forward with that in the best ways that you are able to. Make whatever moves that you're able to now, even if you maybe can only see a few steps ahead, as you move forward, the way kind of lights up a little bit more. For others of you, you may have already started along this path, and it's just kind of showing literally the hermit on the path with the lantern. As I said, take a step forward and the way ahead will be further illuminated. Wow, that's wow. So for some of you, maybe you're already on this and you've already started to see some good things happening in regards to your project. Okay. And then we have, we've got a couple cards fell out. The 5 of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So it's a lot of swords energy that can deal with communication. It can deal with a little more bit of what's the word I want? Conflict. But the 5 of Swords is a card of conflict. So I think that you're going to find that as you expand and as you have involved more people, there's going to be more differing opinions. It's going to be really important to think about how you fight your battles and what you say. I think the 5 of Swords is really talking about being careful of how you talk to people and how you good communication and sort of being careful not to alienate others or be too sharp. So the 5 sometimes of Swords it sometimes talks about kind of winning a battle but making enemies, or so when you go into business, sometimes you can't always be nice. You can't always be friends. So sometimes that you literally have to be a little harsher. So it can be a fine balancing act, right? The Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords upright. Okay, so the Knight of Swords upright is really about seeking out lots of information, lots of communication. This could also involve a website, a Facebook page, social media, a YouTube channel, etc. Things like that can help move your business forward or your project. The Queen of Swords in reverse is really interesting because the Queen of Swords is sometimes really seen as a she can be not always nice. She can kind of keep people back a little bit. She can be about boundaries, but I feel like with her being reversed and next to this 5 of Swords, it's just sort of a double of a warning to watch, because the Queen of Swords also can be a woman with a very sharp tongue, very very quick and cutting, with her in reverse next to the 5. I feel like this is really kind of be very careful how you treat other people that you're in business with. Try not to make enemies. Do recognize sometimes you can't always be friends, but you do want to try not to make enemies unnecessarily. Okay, so there's going to be a balance in there, I think, for you to find. Okay, we're gonna dive into some of these oracle decks. We've got the Crystal Angels. If you're enjoying this video so far, please subscribe. Gold. Ha, that's a fantastic one for this particular reading, right? Gold and Dolomite. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on keeping a positive mindset. Yeah, I do see that. It's really important for you to kind of keep yourself built up and surrounded by people who really support you and keep you in a positive headspace. It's hard to explain how important that is in terms of your success. Goal, divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So again, I feel like the universe has really got your back in this. So whatever kind of deities that you work with, if you have any, I would definitely suggest, prayers or meditations, connecting with that and getting in line with that, because our highest good wants for us to fulfill our purpose, and our drives and desires push us towards that purpose. So when we're in line with our purpose, the divine is in line with us and really helps us to succeed in those endeavors. Since we're with angels, we're going to go with the angel of abundance. When I do the other signs, I may not do all the decks in the same exact order. Whoa! Okay. What we had flipped was partnership. How about that? And obstacles and blocks are lifted. Wow, I'm getting such a sense for Taurus that moving towards your dreams is really just opening a pathway. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So, yes, don't. And with, say, the Five of Swords and the Queen in reverse, make sure that you treat your partners well, that you make sure that they are compensated, that they are, respected, and I can't think of the word I want, but respected, appreciated, and of course, compensated. Don't just expect people to help you with your dream for nothing in exchange. Make sure that people are getting their fair compensation and their fair credit due. This says you are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So that may be an actual partnership that, like a 50-50 type of thing that you're going in with someone else. Or maybe just others who are coming in to help in the areas that you need, such as an accountant. Maybe you have friends or classmates from college or something like that, or others that you know that have skills that can bring in, which is good if it's someone you already know that you can trust and so forth. But again, just make sure that you don't take them for granted or treat them badly in any way. You want to keep them happy and on your team, and you want to deal with them fairly. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You are now experiencing progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Yeah, this is so much like positive energy for whatever endeavor it is that you're desiring to move forward in. Okay, I've got 2 more decks. Wisdom for healing. And then I've got 1 more tarot deck. Which I think I'm going to use to get some insights for, personal life and love. Identify change. Let's see what else comes up for our Taurus. Examine your personal interactions. All right. Act rather than wait. Look at that. Act rather than wait. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling for you guys, for sure. For my Tauruses out there. Ooh. Hi, Andrew. That's fine that you're quiet. I haven't been looking at comments at all, except for just now. I saw you there. Where was I? Okay. So act rather than wait. Think about something that you've been waiting for. Are you waiting for someone to come into your life for the perfect job or salary? For all your prayers to be answered without having to do anything to help them along? What does waiting do to your stress level? Your goal is to recognize that waiting rather than taking action is stressful and unproductive. So definitely move forward as far as this endeavor or dream goes. Examine your personal interactions. Determine whether you're someone who's always giving to others but who feels unnoticed or unappreciated. If this applies to you, it may be because you have a private agenda to seek love that's built into your motivation to be of service. Your goal here is to examine whether your interaction with others leave you empowered or disempowered. And identify change. Identify one small change that you've been postponing that would improve your life. This would be anything from cleaning a drawer to getting a new hairstyle or starting a new business or other endeavor or any of these things, right? Change symbolically can be frightening. That's why we have a scary tower. But your goal is to recognize that you postpone even small, insignificant changes because intuitively you know they can ignite powerful ones. Everything has been very in line with the same message, that all of your forward steps will kind of bring more clarity and more direction. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune. Do we have any messages for our Taurus for their love life or personal life? 5 of Cups. It looks like some healing taking place. Starting to move out of grief or sadness. A turning point with the wheel. Okay, anything else? Okay, here we go. With the Hierophant again. So again, we're following sort of a traditional path to do something sort of non-traditional. We're shaking things up. We're still following the path that's already been laid out. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All of your, creative ideas that come in, kind of come in on top of that, right? But with the Hierophant, as far as your personal life, I would say that if you're seeking a relationship, in this case, that you want to go through traditional channels, and I would say not online, but through friends, through social activities, family members, so on and so forth. That was not a final. 9 of Wands. Yeah, I guess basically in terms of of sort of your personal life in / romantic life, I'm seeing you're kind of moving past a difficult situation, right? But at the same time, it seems like it's really an upward climb, and probably you're just much more focused on this sort of new endeavor, and not so much focused on, I feel like this is all kind of going to the back burner, but I feel like you may be okay with this, or for some it could be a struggle, but I feel like mostly that you're okay with that because of the endeavor or project that you're working on is so close to your heart. It's like it's able to sort of take the place. Now we have Syrians. B, responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. So yeah, it's like you're definitely putting play on the back burner, but you're enjoying the work that you're doing, this project. It's kind of like you're really, really encompassed. What's the word I want? Enveloped. Really enveloped in the work. To such a great degree. It's kind of taking you over, but in a good way. It's providing, it's kind of fulfilling those other areas for you. So it's meeting your social needs. And the interests that it isn't meeting, they are just not forefront in your mind so much at this time. It's not like you've given up on anything. You're just like, this is, this season for me to focus on these things, and I'll worry about that later. Woo, okay. The third eye. Ooh, visions, manifesting and meditation. And the MIB, stalking, intimidation, and confrontation. Ooh. I need some more clarity on the MIB card. Give me some clarification on the Men in Black. 7 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So for the third eye card, we have visions, manifesting, and meditation. Again, you're envisioning this plan, this, endeavor. You're writing out plans, maybe sketching, drawing, explaining to other people who seem to be really getting what you're, laying down. We do have a little bit of, static over here from the Men in Black. Stalking, intimidation, and confrontation. So just here with the Seven of Wands, that there could be some sort of, energy that's sort of coming at you that's confrontational, that's hostile, right? But I see it honestly with the Eight of Pentacles that, it's not going to be a huge problem for you. You can really work through it just by being very diligent. And I see that. It just seems like, okay, yeah, there'll be some minor little, it's like, life's never perfect, but it's nothing really insurmountable. That's really what I'm seeing here. So that's it. That's your reading for Taurus. Be sure to click the like button if you, where'd all those cards come from? I don't know. Just be sure to click on the like button to show your support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment letting me know if you feel like you really could resonate with your reading. Something just fell downstairs. There's nobody downstairs, so that just creeped me out a little. Okay. Boy. I believe I was saying, click the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more tarot content. I just got so thrown off by whatever happened downstairs. And my cards are okay. Strange. So many cards. I do thank you for watching, and I feel like that was a really exciting reading for my Taurus people. What will be coming up next is Capricorns. I'm gonna sort the cards and check out, see if there's any new comments. Hey Andrew, John Walker wants to know if I am part of the Illuminati. See, now when you do this live, it's a little different than when you do it and you're able to do all of the editing and take out all the awkward, long, awkward pauses, putting all your cards back in order, right? One, two. Got those cards. These cards. These cards. Here's another tarot deck. My tarot deck's lined up. And oracle decks. Okay, coming up next will be the Earth sign of Capricorn. We're going to take a quick break. Everything will stay up, but I'm just going to go see if I can determine what fell over when no one was downstairs. Ooh, my knee hurts a little. Hello, tarot friends. I have returned. I could not determine I didn't see anything that had fallen, but I did get something to drink. Which is great because I'm a little thirsty. We're about to do the reading for Capricorn. I did recall when I was downstairs. So I had a brief encounter with a maintenance worker over the last couple of weeks. And he made a joke about, he saw that I liked the TV show Charmed, and he made a joke about my light flickering because my light started to flicker actually. And he was like, you know what that means? Now I've got things just falling. No one's anywhere near them. So, ooh, spooky, right? Okay, let's see. What do we have in store for Capricorns? Capricorn, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Crossed by the Ace of Swords. How about that? We've got the Emperor. This deck throws me off a little bit at times. The Hanged Man. That's what I thought. Okay, we've got the Hanged Man below us. I know what it is, but I just can't ever think of the word because I get that mixed up. Judgment and Justice. So that's the Judgment card. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Okay. Judgment in the near past, in the reverse, and then 5 of Wands coming up. King of Wands, 8 of Cups, with this, to me, that looks like an eclipse happening. Ace of Cups in reverse, and 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And I did change up the order of usage of the cards. Before I just started right off with the dragons, and this time I started off with the haunted house. So, Capricorns, what is your message? We've got Ace of Pentacles, new money, new gifts coming towards you, crossed by Ace of Swords. So there could be some information or a message or something that puts a damper on this new. A lot of aces tonight, right? A lot of aces. Ooh. Interesting. One of my cards got put back in the wrong deck. There we go. I'll fix that. Yeah, so, we have this new physical or monetary sort of thing coming towards you, but there's something that's kind of opposing it or trying to stop it. And it seems like what you want is you're definitely looking for worldly power, which sounds just like the Capricorn, in my opinion. We've got the Hangman down here as the foundation, so it's like there's something. This gives me like a skeleton in the closet kind of vibe. It's like there's something that you haven't been acknowledging, right? There's something that you haven't been acknowledging, and I feel like that the Ace of Swords is kind of that information that you haven't been acknowledging, and it's kind of coming across, it's kind of trying to cut off your flow of abundance, which really it's there. The flow of abundance is there, but it's being sort of stopped by whatever this sort of thing is that you're not acknowledging. And then we have, this in the recent past, reversal of um, the judgment of this like rebirth. It's like something that's holding you back. Something that's holding you back. This we'll see. We'll see. But this one may need some clarifiers. More so, the other one, the last one I read, nothing needed to be clarified. I just threw some more cards to expand, but nothing needed to be clarified. This May, we've got the Five of Wands, so we've got some conflict, right? We've got some conflict. We've got our Capricorn is wanting to rule the world. Our Capricorn is wanting to make some money, is wanting to make some investments, is wanting to like be a power and a presence in the world. There's something unacknowledged and sort of unatoned for, or whatever. I don't know. There's something that seems to be blocking this flow. King of Wands represents you. Here's our King of Wands. It's a man holding a woman, Hulk style, as we used to say, in front of a fireplace. And he's got like blood on his face, right? King of Wands. You have like this fiery passion. Maybe you can't control it, like the Hulk. Can't really. Could be some anger issues, and that could be part of what is the unacknowledged thing that's holding you back. Sort of the shadow, I think, is maybe some anger issues. Excuse me. The Eight of Cups here has, the people around you, someone walking away. So this is starting to click in here now. It's because we've got conflict. We've got anger issues on your part. We've got sort of this unresolved, unacknowledged part of you that's sort of blocking your blessings, right? And another person, I would likely say a romantic partner, and you have been in battle and they've kind of decided to walk away. And it may be, this could very well be like, I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to show you, and then you'll want me back, kind of a thing. Okay. 3 aces. That's really interesting. 3 aces. But one is crossing you and one is in reverse. This is your, like, in your internal world, your mind, your hopes and fears, you're afraid of losing that love of that person, for sure. It seems like this is all about that person. This is all about kind of like wanting to get this person back or wanting to get this person back. There's a song by Maroon 5, Misery, and he says, I'm going to get you back, I'm going to get you back. And whenever I listen to it, I'm like, at first I assume he means I'm going to get you back to me, but you watch the video and you kind of wonder, does he mean I'm going to get you back or I'm going to get back at you, you know? So it's like, that's how I feel with this. It's like, one way or another, I'm either going to get you back, I'm going to get back at you by, you know, being, you know, rich and successful or whatever, having these things that you always wanted. It definitely feels like so much of this is motivated by, by this loss, by this romantic loss, somebody walking away. I mean, the outcome of the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels very much like things are not really working out the way that you want them to, Capricorn. Let me see with the Dragon deck. I guess it's a little weird. Oh, I keep having the wrong cards in the wrong deck. And I swear they were all right, and then they just keep popping up. Okay. I suppose this is a little awkward to do live because, whoops. People hopping on may not be the sign that I'm reading for. I just really felt like I wanted to do the zodiac readings tonight. And I felt like doing full readings, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Well, some stuff just flew out for sure. 6 of Pentacles and the Sire of Cups in reverse. That would be the King of Cups. I was about to ask for clarification on this card, which was that feeling of sort of, I don't know, it's like this unresolved energy, unresolved and unacknowledged, having to do with 6 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So I feel like this person that left you, it's like they just weren't feeling like you, they didn't feel like you loved them. I think that you did, but you put them on the back burner or something. They weren't feeling it from you. They were not feeling like you were giving them the time and attention that they wanted. And maybe I'm not really a big believer in love languages in a non-ironic way, okay? But I'm going to say that they maybe felt like you were not speaking their love language. We'll say that a little bit ironically, right? But maybe you felt like you were giving them everything you had to give, but they felt like it's possible that it could also be the reason why this isn't working out, Capricorn, is that you are trying to impress them with money. You're trying to impress them with gifts. Which really makes sense with the Six of Pentacles. And now that they're gone, you're trying to still impress them by becoming more rich, becoming more wealthy, having more, as if they'll look at you and say, oh, you have a lot of money, I wish I wouldn't have left, okay? But I feel like the money was not ever what they wanted from you. It really feels to me like you were giving them money and they really wanted something more emotional. They wanted an emotional connection. They wanted to feel your presence, okay? Not your presence that you bought them, your presence of being there. You were giving them presents, they wanted your presence. Eight of Pentacles. It may also have been that you spent a lot of time at work away from them because you felt like you needed to make a lot of money to impress them, or maybe that's just how you are, that you feel like you need to make a lot of money, and that's like where your values are, what you feel like you need to be doing in this world. This could so be my dad, who's Capricorn, he's really about working and money. And that's kind of how I was brought up, or how he brought me up, what he wanted to impart to me, you know. Yeah, it just seems like you did a lot of working, and yeah. Hangman in reverse, it's just telling me you weren't there for her or him. You weren't there for your partner, that person, the way they wanted you to be, because you were just so caught up of your own ideas of what you thought you should be giving them. You were not listening to what they actually wanted from you. So going for an archetype card now. That's what I did with the last one. I did the archetype card at this point. So we're looking for an archetype for our Capricorn. Let's see. Goddesses and guides. We need an archetype. It doesn't wanna pop right out, I'll tell you that. Capricorn's archetype is just keeping to itself. The guide. Represents the nature of the divine in life itself. The shadow places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So yes, again, your focus is on the financial. Your focus is on money and power. And, we have money and power coming to you, and yet it's crossed by this Ace of Swords. It's crossed by some type of knowledge or information, right? It's like either it's blocked or it's just, maybe it's actually coming to you, but it's not really fulfilling you because you're empty. you're feeling, you believe the money will get you the thing that you really want, but it's actually kind of standing in the way, is what I feel is happening here. Let's talk to the angels. Right? Let's see what the angel cards say. What angel cards have for our Capricorn? Focus on your priorities. Which priorities though, right? Which priorities? Positivity, faith, and optimism. I think that's funny. I say which priorities and what falls out. Positivity, faith, and optimism, and God is your source. Okay? So it says where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. There it is again. Time and attention. Time and attention is what somebody wants from you, not your money. Which you and they deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So your priorities perhaps should be the person that you are doing all of the things for, right? That's your real priority. Positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. All right. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there's plenty of abundance for all to share. I feel like basically, these positivity, faith, and optimism, and God is your source. Yeah, it's like you, the cards are telling you that you need to be more focused on the spiritual and the emotional right now, because it seems like the financial stuff is coming to you and you can't really seem to understand or figure out why it's not making you happy. It's not making you happy because it's not the money you want, it's something that you think the money can get you. But the pursuit of the money may actually be preventing you from receiving the other things that are important in your life, right? So now it's time for a nice Wisdom for Healing card. Wisdom for Healing. All right, Capricorn, what messages of healing do you have coming to you? I didn't. Okay, no. I had 2 angel decks. Oh, okay. There. I'm gonna do a message for healing, and then I'll do. Okay, hi. Let go of resentment. Capricorn, it's important for you to let go of resentment. Acknowledge that is what's crossing your abundance. It's resentment. Acknowledge one resentful feeling you need to release, and keep in mind that all types of resentment are poison and harm the healing process. your goal to become mindful of your reasons for staying angry and to begin to let go of negative feelings by the end of the day. One message will do. Whoa. Capricorn, there are resentments that are blocking your growth, your path, and even your financial abundance. They're blocking your happiness. They're blocking your love. They're blocking everything you want, everything you think you want. I'm looking for a crystal angel message now. Crystal angel message for Capricorn. We have Dolomite. Stay strong in your faith. Faith, 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 faith. If you're in love with someone named Faith, I would not be surprised. So much faith coming up here. Malachite. Prosperity. There's a prosperity shift in your flow of divine support. Dolomite. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. All right, what else? Diamond. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. I can see that self-worth may be an issue as well in the idea that maybe you feel like you're only worth what you earn or what you can earn, what your value is all in your earning power. And I really feel like this message is telling you that this is a false narrative that you have accepted, that you have bought into. My darling Capricorn. Does anyone ever say that? Like, I've watched my own readings, and someone may say, my darling Pisces, but I don't know. This seems like a strange way to address a Capricorn. Garnet. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. You gotta let go of these resentments. You cannot, Moonstone, heighten intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. How about that? Moonstone, garnet, gold, or diamond, malachite, dolomite. Interesting. We're gonna go to the Martians. See what the Martians have to say to Capricorn about this situation. Okay. They're serious about that third eye. Right. Alpha Centauri, foresight, planning, and strategy. And third eye, visions, manifestation, and meditation. Again, getting back in contact with source, getting spiritual, kind of seeing beyond the physical, the material, seeing the deeper meaning of things, and learning how to connect on a more human level is clearly becoming very important to you in your life right now. Alpha Centaurian, foresight, planning, and strategy says, you probably need a strategy, and you're probably working on a strategy to, get back this lost love. But it's really important for you to understand that the strategy of Making more money isn't going to work. That's not a winning strategy. You have to show that you can be, a deeper, more caring person, because this is what they want. They want to see your humanity. They want to see your ability to connect. They want to see your sensitive side, your soulful side. That's what they want. Can't Buy Me Love just came into my head by the Beatles. For one, that's the message I'm getting is, this person wants to see you as a human being. They even want to see, a little bit of vulnerability. They want to see, it's not that they're trying to see you weak or that they're trying to bring you down, or they're not looking for a place to attack. They're just looking for a place to connect. As a human, they have vulnerabilities, King of Coins. But they feel like, if you are so impervious all the time, they just don't feel like there's any point of connection. Three of Wands, King of Coins, Four of Wands. Fire. They're definitely looking for some fire and passion from you. Knight of Coins. Right. Okay. Think about the things that you invest in. Invest your time and energy, not just your coins, right? Not just your money. King of Coins again says, yep, you're an important businessman. We already know that, okay? She knows that. He knows that. Whoever it is. You ever heard that Shania Twain song? That don't impress me much. That ain't going to keep me warm in the middle of the night. You see these wands? Wands are fire. She wants someone to keep her warm. She wants someone to hold her and love her and connect with her. I'm saying she, it could be whatever. Yep. There's some resentment though that's holding you back. It could be an old parental wound or something else from childhood. I don't know, I just kind of heard that. Something from childhood, something that's kind of, you feel like it's made you who you are. You feel like if you let go of this resentment, you won't be you. But that's not true. And you'll still have all of the gains you've made in your life. Ooh, cards are just falling all over. If that has been your motivation, you will be able to find a new motivation. There was a problem with the server. Okay. All signs. Okay. Wow, these cards just don't want to fall out, do they? Alright. Page of Swords, the Emperor, Chariot, Six of Cups. Yeah. So there's the Six of Cups, just letting me know I was kind of on the money with something from the past. That's the Ace of Swords. Alright. That just wanted to come out. Okay, Capricorn. The thing from the past, the resentment that you need to let go of. This is some work, some inner work you need to do on yourself. It's really important. It's keeping you from being able to see the gifts in your life. It's keeping you from being able to appreciate the things you have and the people who care about you. Because you're so focused on worldly power, money, kind of climbing the ladder, success, and victory. It's like, you're wanting to win at all costs. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is like a message in a bottle. Page of Swords is like just flowing this message to you. This message. To let go of this resentment. Blow it away. Shake it off. Let go of the past. You don't need the past anymore. Cut it right on out. Yeah. So basically, Capricorn, you got the money. The money's coming. It's not, money isn't your problem and money isn't your solution. You need to look at deeper things. You need to let go of resentments. Embrace a little bit of spirituality. Embrace being human. And understand, whether or not you get this particular lover back, or if, it's a new one. She wants you, not just your money, and she wants your time. She wants your heart, your humanity. She wants a real connection, not just a credit card. So, of course, there are women who want just a credit card, but you won't be happy with that. That's not what you want. And so, yeah, you really kind of need to learn to connect and be able to give not what you want to give, but what the other person wants to receive. That is your message, Capricorn. Thank you. I've only been live an hour and a half. Not the worst. Okay. It's getting really warm. Up next, Virgo. And then I think I'm probably going to take a break from doing live read, or from doing the zodiac readings. Oops. And I may go start a new one and do live reads. We'll see. Live reads seem very popular. Dragons, dragons, where are you, dragons? Okay, we got the Fountain Tarot, the Dragon Tarot, the Haunted House Tarot, and the Mythical Tarot. Okay, so Virgo. It's time for Virgo's reading, and we're going to start off with the Mythical Tarot. We have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Crossed by the Knight of Swords. This crowns you, the King of Swords. This is below you, the Three of Swords. This is behind you, the Ace of Swords. And this is before you, apparently, the Star and the Two of Cups. Somewhat promising. Okay, we got the Five of Cups. High Priestess. I love that card. The Six of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles for your outcome. Okay. So presently everything is perfect. Or not, but we do see satisfaction in some area. Crossed by the Knight of Swords. So this could represent a message coming towards you. Honestly, it seems like a positive message considering with the Two of Cups and the Star, right? So I feel like we're hoping for a connection, right? Hoping for a special connection. Perhaps an air sign. The King of Swords in your, basically, your desired outcome. Virgo, honestly, it's like we have the balance, the scales. All right, that makes sense. The wisdom, the fairness, the power. It's how you want things to be. You want things to be fair. You want them to be balanced. You want them to be wise and well thought out. But we're starting off with a base position of the Three of Swords. Information isn't always what we hope for. The message isn't always what we want. It just gives me a heavy feeling. Ace of Swords, recent activities. Sometimes the ace is about new ideas. I just really feel like this is more of this sword energy coming forward of these thoughts. As a Virgo, this entire reading could be about your thoughts. It's so strange. Nine of Cups. You insist that everything is just fine, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it is. With the Five of Cups in the position for yourself, cups are spilt. The angel's running out the door. There's a loss. There's a loss. High Priestess. You're keeping things bottled up. You're keeping things bottled up inside. This is a position of people around you, but still, I see you're keeping things bottled up. Other people around you, I think, are maybe trying to get close to you, get in. But you're kind of, I feel like you're keeping them off. You're keeping them away. Six of Pentacles. Again, your Six of Pentacles normally is a generous card. This one is not feeling generous. Maybe you're giving people just what they ask for to the letter of the law, but I feel like you're really holding back. Five of Pentacles gives you an outcome of really being on the outside looking in. It's feeling rough here for my Virgos. Let's see, what else? What can we... We're going to go for an archetype card. It's interesting because, like I said, we've got the Nine of Cups in the starting position, which is pretty much you're happy with the way things are, but everything indicates that you're not. Then you got the two little shining lights of brightness in the immediate future position, Star and the Two of Cups. I feel like there's self-deception happening. The dilettante, light attributes, delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Shadow attribute, pretension and a much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. And the wounded child awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Open the learning path of forgiveness. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds and resists moving on to forgiveness. And the shadow attributes. Wounded child. The scribe, preserving knowledge and information. All of these swords, right? Shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' works. So, the altering facts, to me, is screaming out with this whole facade being everything being really good, right? This is like such a heavy reading compared to the other ones. Let me see. Let's get some dragons. Let's get some clarification with the dragon cards. What do we want to say about the wounded child? Got the star in reverse. How about that? Pushing for things that maybe didn't happen. 10 of Wands on the dilettante. And okay. Page of Swords on the scribe. Page of Swords, Ace of Swords. Yeah, got them swords. All right. Your child wounds seem to be really about things that you wished for that never were fulfilled. Things that you would dream about, your hopes that were always dashed. I just don't, this reading is so heavy. I don't like it. I guess I see the dilettante energies coming out because it's like you don't want to be serious about anything because there was this time where everything was so serious and so heavy, and it's like you kind of just no longer wish to be in that energy, and so you just kind of stop taking everything seriously. This is almost like a quiet quit, but it's like not work, it's something in your life that you quietly quit, right? And then the scribe with the light attribute of preserving knowledge and information, and the shadow of altering facts. Now there's definitely facts being altered here with the Page of Swords in reverse. The Page of Swords would be like the student of knowledge, but the scribe in its dark aspect is not allowing that knowledge because it's altering the facts that the page is receiving. The page isn't receiving the full message, the correct information. Let's look for a healing message. Pay attention to your body. That's going to be important. Which also fits, as far as I'm concerned, it makes sense with the Five of Pentacles. With Pentacles represent the body, and 5 also can represent the body, the 5 senses, 5 fingers, 5 toes, 5 like limbs. You know, you got your legs, your arms, and then your head. Okay. Practice visualization. Practice visualization. Oh my Virgo. And the chakras are right there too. Assess your relationship. Yeah, I did. I can feel that too. Assess your relationship. Identify one dynamic or component of the close relationship that's vital to your emotional and physical health. This is especially important if you're healing and a particular relationship is causing you stress. If your relationship is a healthy union, then celebrate your goal to integrate your relationship into the quality of your life. Today's lesson for practice visualization. Visualize what you need to heal or create in your life. The image needs to fill all 7 chakras, so consciously place that picture into each of them. With your breath, Animate those images, bring them to life, and fill your being. Your goal is to practice and believe in the power of visualization and pay attention to your body, which I believe is the most important one for this reading. On this day, think about one thing that your body requires that it didn't need yesterday. Listen, observe, and pay attention to the physical, emotional, mental, and psychological stress in your body and respond to one of them fully and consciously. Your goal is to pay attention to your body in every way, including, I feel, self-love and self-care. Okay. Crystal angels for Virgo. Crystal angel messages for Virgo. Okay, boom. We've got Sugarlight, Aqua Aura, and Domalite. Okay, so Domalite, I believe, has shown up in every single one. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Aqua Aura, healthy communication and relationships. Yeah, I was feeling a lot of relationship-y stuff here. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communications help you understand and be understood. And Sugarlight, own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Okay. I want, let's see, we've used these. Okay. I want to do some clarification or some extra information on paying attention to your body. Paying attention to your body, Virgo. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands can really be about your goals. So when you think about your goals, close your eyes and think of how they feel in your body. See if they're really your goals, or maybe they're someone else's goal that you picked up along the way. It's possible. 3 of Cups. Spending time with friends, connecting socially is very important. Lovers in reverse, okay? There may be a decision that you're putting off. It's kind of might have some stuck feeling in your body. It doesn't have to be breaking up either. Like, that kind of came into my head as like, no, but possibly regarding your significant other, I feel like a discussion you need to have, or something that you've been putting off. Let's see, we've done the Crystal Angels. I'm going to go to the Angel of Abundance now. Angel of Abundance message for Virgos. Oh, okay. Whoop. Flip right on over. Huh. Moonlighting. Wow, just when you thought Virgos didn't have enough on their plate, the angel cards say moonlighting. Any other messages? Okay. Jeez. God is your source. Okay. Take a divinely guided change. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind what is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, You make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Interesting. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there's no lack or limitation. Rather, there's plenty for abundance for all to share. And of course, be open and free to envision God as however you envision divinity. Envision divinity. It doesn't have to be the God of the Bible or the God of the creator of these cards. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. The dilettante suggests that you haven't been taking those dreams seriously, but you could be. Okay. I'm looking for the Martians. The Martian cards. They're right behind me. Okay. Messages from the Martians. Okay. Virgo's messages from the Martians. The element of water. Reflection, kindness, and compassion. I feel like, there's probably a large part of this is that you're being very hard on yourself, as Virgos tend to do. And you need to have some compassion for yourself. Crop circles, messages, curiosity, and signs. So stay open to those messages, curiosities, and signs. Now I have the final deck, which is the Haunted House deck. I wouldn't want to deprive my Virgos of the Haunted House deck. Well, the other signs got them. Do we have a message for the Virgos in the Haunted House deck? Six of Coins, the Sun, and 4 of Swords in reverse. 4 of Swords in reverse is kind of telling me you're never happy with your successes. It's like, I just feel like there's this Virgo pessimism all over this reading, right? It's like you've got what you need. You've got enough to share. You've got the sun. You've got the life, the warmth, everything. And you just don't feel like it's enough. Feel like that's the problem. Is that you don't feel like it's enough. You don't feel like you're doing enough. Even with this moonlighting, it's like you want to do more and more and more. Definitely pay attention to the body, okay? I thought there was something in here. I'm not sure. Assess your relationships, the wounded child. this wounded child in this paying attention to your body. There's definitely some healing that's required. It feels like things are just much heavier than they need to be. There could be some depression. You could be struggling with some depression. But I just really feel like there's a lot of way too much perfectionism. And Virgos are just having birthdays. And I feel like there's probably a big, big sense of, here I am another year older, and I'm still not where I think I should be. And I just really feel like you're not appreciating what you do have and what you have done. It's just a really strong Virgo, you're being too hard on yourself. I'm just trying to sort these cards at this point. Basically, that is the Virgo reading. I don't know what I want. Own your divine power. Healthy communication. Stay strong in your faith. Maybe I need another, I don't know, I want something a little bit positive. I really feel like Virgos are struggling with this, solar return. Turquoise, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Okay. So that's a little better. That makes me feel like basically you're starting to have these feelings of discontent, I guess. You say everything's fine, but you're starting to feel discontent, but it's really okay because this sense of discontent is kind of what's moving you into the next phase. And it's kind of going to be kicked off by a really strong feeling of being on the outside looking in. Like what we saw as the outcome card, which was the Five of Pentacles, is really more of the beginning of your path, which is still ahead of you. So it's like this very big struggle, or it's like everything's okay, but everything's sort of seeming like it's falling apart, but you're still on the path, even though it doesn't, it's like we feel like if we think if we're on the path, that means everything's great. Sometimes everything's not great, but we're still on the path. And it seems like Virgo's path is taking them down a rough road for a little while. But I think it's really going to help them define and find themselves. And so that is what I have for you, Virgos. Please like and subscribe in order to let the algorithm know that you want more of this content, in order to support the channel, comment down below any thoughts you may have about your reading. And depending on how I feel after I straighten up these cards, I might come on live and do some free readings tonight. So, yeah. And if you have been watching this long and you're like, you know where I'm at, it's late, I need some sleep, don't even feel bad if you need to go get some sleep. I can't get to the end stream. There we go. All right. Until next time, tarot friends, be well.